The Alzheimer's Clinical Trials Consortium is a multi-PI large grant that allows the conduct and coordination of multi-site clinical trials across the U.S. and other parts of the world.
ACTC is a complex organization. We're dealing with multiple people, multiple disorders, and trying to attack these disorders from different perspectives.
The field of Alzheimer's disease research is quite complex. It's become so complex and specialized that executing a clinical trial or a project usually requires a team of people with different specializations.
So the great thing about the Alzheimer's Clinical Trial Consortium is that this is already all built and maintained with funding from the NIH. So you can come with an idea and really implement it much more easily than if you were to try and do it on your own.
Almost like a technical assistance place for them to share information, to develop best practices, and to implement them boots on ground.
Working with ACTC has been immensely satisfying for me personally. It gives me this chance to talk to and learn from the best of the best in the field.
Being in the midst of individuals that have explored this problem solved, and really made tremendous progress to get us to where we are today is a full immersion.
Sure, you can hear the people on the podium now, but it's the discussions in the hallways, the catching up and exchanging ideas that generates even more science, more ideas.
That sort of enthusiasm really permeates everything that goes on here.
There are not enough physicians who specialize in Alzheimer's disease and other dementias in the United States compared to the population that is aging.
It has no cure at this time, so now you have this coordinated effort nationwide, worldwide, to reach as many people as possible.
The viability of our field literally depends on educating and teaching future generations.
And that's probably the most important aspect, to be sure there is another generation that will not let it go until the final cure is achieved.
I think this is a great time to be part of Alzheimer's research. This is really the next frontier.
I was actually planning to retire 2-3 years ago. And then I said, do I want to leave the stadium at the 9th inning when we are winning?
What has happened is that there is now newfound excitement and enthusiasm. New ideas are coming forth because they say maybe there is a way forward.
What the ACTC has allowed me to do is be part of a much larger team with really world-class implications.
We've moved into a space where we now have blood-based markers, which are much more easily acquired, less invasive.
We're trying to push for earlier detection of Alzheimer's disease, and we want to try to pick it up even before we start to see symptoms.
We've had 2 drugs approved by the FDA. A 3rd drug is on the horizon. These drugs that have been approved are a first step in the right direction.
All of this is really being developed, and a lot of the cutting edge work is being done through the ACTC.